Have you ever wondered what it feels like to stare down a table piled high with piping hot pies, your hands tied behind your back, and 50 pairs of eyes daring you to take the biggest bite of your life? Well, partner, hold on to your hat, because today I'm taking you right into the wild, sticky, and downright outrageous world of a Texas pie eating contest. And no, I didn't just watch. I entered. And what happened next? Well, you'll have to see to believe. Howdy, y'all. Welcome back to the Lone Star Plate, where we serve up the boldest, most mouth-watering, and sometimes just plain outrageous Texas experiences you won't find anywhere else. I'm thrilled you're here, 'cause today I'm spilling every berry and crumb about my first ever dive, head first, literally, into a Texas pie eating contest. If you've ever wondered what goes on in these iconic events, or dreamt of giving it a shot yourself, stick around. By the end, you'll know it ain't just about gobbling down pastries. There's a whole lot more flavor, chaos, and Texas pride packed in than you'd ever guess. All right, let's set the stage. Texas has a love affair with pies, from tangy buttermilk to Grandma's old-fashioned pecan. They're the heart of Sunday suppers, county fairs, church fundraisers, you name it. But nothing says all in like a pie-eating contest at the annual small-town jubilee, deep in hill country under the blistering summer sun. I'd heard tales of folks who, for one sticky afternoon, became small-town legends, all thanks to a few pounds of pie. Now, I'll be honest, I didn't just wake up thinking, hey, today's the day I drown myself in cherry filling for glory. It started as a dare. Last spring, my cousin Raylene, the family prankster, mind you, bet me I wouldn't have the guts to sign up. Well, if there's one thing I can't resist, it's a challenge. So I marched up to Miss Eula May, the pie contest organizer, and with as much swagger as I could muster, wrote my name right under Bubba Joe, two-time reigning champ and local celebrity for, you guessed it, his record-shattering appetite. Word spread quick. Folks began patting me on the back like I was riding a bull at the rodeo instead of sitting at a picnic table full of pies. Even my Aunt Mabel slipped me her secret weapon, a good luck charm that was really just a damp napkin, 'cause she said I'd need it more than luck. The day of the contest, the fairground was buzzing. The air smelled like fried pickles, fresh cut hay, and anticipation. Contestants lined up in front of a row of perfectly baked pies. This year's special, Texas blackberries, so purple and glossy they looked painted. Rules were simple. Hands behind your back, no utensils. First one to clear their pie wins. The kicker, you'd be disqualified if you spilled more pie on the ground than in your mouth. As I took my spot, the crowd started hollering. Bubba Joe winked at me, his face set like a man on a mission. The bell rang, and y'all, words cannot do justice to what came next. I lunged face first and instantly understood why cowboys wear hats with wide brims. Blackberry filling flew everywhere. Every bite was a battle between me, the crust, and a tidal wave of tart, sweet fruit. It might sound simple, just eat as fast as you can, but let me tell you, a Texas pie ain't dainty. Those crusts are thick as boot leather, and after about 3 bites, my face was a Jackson Pollock mess of purple. Now, here's where things went off the rails. Right as I thought I was getting ahead, I caught a glimpse of Bubba Joe next to me, inhaling his pie like a man possessed. Every time I thought I might be gaining ground, I'd look up and see him grinning, cheeks puffed, but not missing a beat. But Texans love an underdog. The crowd started chanting, "Lone Star, Lone Star." Suddenly, I felt that competitive Texas spirit light up like a 4th of July sparkler. I powered on, pie crust scratching my nose, juice dripping down my chin, until out of nowhere, disaster struck. My plate flipped, launching half my pie onto my shirt. The judges swarmed. They measured, weighed, and finally announced I hadn't lost, but I hadn't quite won either. Bubba Joe claimed his 3rd straight victory. But the real surprise? Folks came up after and said they'd never seen anyone eat pie with so much enthusiasm or wear as much of it as I did. My photo, purple face and all, ended up on next year's Jubilee poster. Not too shabby for a first-timer. But here's what you don't see unless you sit in front row. These contests aren't just about who can eat the fastest. They're one of the last places where you'll see neighbors cheering each other on, kids giggling till they can't breathe, and old-timers passing on a slice of tradition 100 years thick. It's delicious, yeah, but it's also pure, unfiltered Texas. Messy, proud, and always, always bigger than you expect. So if you've ever sat out an invitation to join a wild small-town event, let this be your sign. Dive in head first, crust and all. You might not take home the blue ribbon, but you'll sure get a taste of something unforgettable. All right, y'all. Now I want to hear from you. Have you ever entered a food contest or witnessed a wild moment at your local Texas fair? What's your favorite kind of pie? Tell me your stories down in the comments. While you're at it, don't forget to hit like if you're craving some Texas-style pie right now, and subscribe to The Lone Star Plate for more true tales and big flavors straight from the heart of Texas. Thanks for joining me on this pie-filled ride. This is The Lone Star Plate, signing off, reminding you, in Texas, every story's got flavor, but the best ones are still a little bit sticky. See y'all next time.